The Dark Catacombs. Jessica, Mark, Amanda, and Ryan were four college friends who decided to explore the old abandoned catacombs on the edge of town late one night. Jessica was the bold and daring leader of the group, always looking for thrills and excitement. Though a bit reckless, she had a heart of gold and would do anything for her friends. Mark was Jessica's childhood best friend and partner in crime. He was tall and lanky, with shaggy brown hair, and had a relaxed, go-with-the-flow attitude. Amanda was Jessica's roommate, a true academic who loved studying history and mysteries. She was thrilled to explore the old crypts and see if the legends about them were true. Ryan was Amanda's crush, a shy and sensitive soul who wrote poetry and played guitar. He came along reluctantly, but didn't want Amanda to go alone. The four friends parked their car outside the crumbling stone entrance to the catacombs. A rusted iron gate hung partially off its hinges. Jessica grinned with excitement and ducked under the gate, calling for the others to follow. Mark shrugged and followed right behind. Amanda hesitated, feeling uneasy about defacing historical relics, but her curiosity won out and she entered as well. Ryan lingered by the gate, peering nervously into the darkness, but he eventually sighed and went inside. Deep underground, the dusty corridors were lined with rows of tombs carved into the stone walls. Only the flashlights of the four friends cut through the oppressive darkness. Amanda examined the old burial markers with fascination, while Jessica called out taunts, daring any ghosts or ghouls to appear. Mark tried to act casual, but couldn't help glancing warily over his shoulder now and then. Ryan whistled to himself, eyes darting around anxiously. The friends arrived at a large circular chamber with a high domed ceiling. Strange symbols were carved into the walls. Amanda inspected them eagerly, trying to decipher their meaning. Suddenly, Jessica shouted in surprise as she spotted a dark, gaping hole on the far side of the room, a tunnel descending even deeper into the earth. Amanda hesitated, unsure whether they should go any farther. But Jessica was already approaching the foreboding tunnel, flashlight raised high. With Mark close behind, she ducked into the passageway. Amanda met Ryan's frightened eyes, and they reluctantly followed. The tunnel brought them to a network of smaller crypts, the walls crowded with ancient bones and skulls. Jessica's cocky attitude was starting to fade, replaced by unease as she wove her way through the claustrophobic passages. Mark nervously cracked jokes to lighten the mood, but they fell flat in the underground gloom. Amanda stuck close to Ryan, watching the shadows warily. She felt like hundreds of skeletal eyes were watching their every move. Just as the group was nearing the limits of their endurance, the tunnel opened up into an eerie hidden chamber. A faint, unearthly glow illuminated the room, though its source was unclear. The glow cast flickering shadows over a large stone table in the center of the room, a table carved with arcane symbols and stained with splotches of dark, dried blood. Jessica froze, staring at the table, enthralled by the aura of raw, primal energy that seemed to pulse from it. Mark hung back, watching Jessica with concerned eyes as she slowly approached the table, one hand extended. Amanda clutched Ryan's arm tightly, consumed with dread, shaking her head and willing Jessica not to touch the cursed object. Jessica's fingers made contact with the stone surface, tracing one of the mystical symbols, And in that moment, everything changed. A blast of frigid air swept through the chamber, extinguishing their flashlights and leaving them in absolute darkness. Hideous shrieks and cackles echoed from all around them, reverberating off the walls. Ghostly apparitions suddenly flashed through the blackness, figures of shambling corpses, clawed hands grasping. The four friends screamed and stumbled blindly back towards the tunnel, but it was gone, replaced by a solid stone wall. They were trapped at the mercy of the vengeful spirits unleashed by the cursed ritual chamber. Jessica collapsed to the floor, sobbing and begging forgiveness for her foolish recklessness. Mark pounded desperately on the walls, cursing himself for going along with Jessica's crazy plan. Amanda clung to Ryan, mumbling terrified prayers as the anguished wails and bony fingers pulling at their clothes drew ever closer in the suffocating dark. Just when all hope seemed lost, Ryan managed to spark his lighter, its flickering flame driving back the writhing phantasms for a brief moment. The table. Maybe we can reverse the ritual, he cried. Amanda's eyes lit up with realization. The four friends huddled around the stone slab, using Ryan's dim lighter to make out the symbols. Amanda and Ryan struggled to decipher their meaning, while Jessica and Mark fended off attacking specters. Finally, Amanda shouted the translation, instructing them each to touch a different carved symbol and chant the accompanying words. They did so, voices quavering, as the lighter died out. For a moment there was silence, then the unearthly glow returned, banishing the darkness. The shrieks faded away, and the ghostly hands released their grip. The tunnel reappeared, leading them back to the surface. They had survived the night's terrifying ordeal. Sobered and shaken, the four emerged back under the night sky. Jessica hugged each of her friends and vowed to be more careful. Mark exhaled in relief. Amanda smiled wearily at Ryan, and Ryan put a comforting arm around her shoulders. They would never forget what had happened in the dark catacombs below. As dawn's light peeked over the horizon, the four friends headed home to rest, leaving the shadows and buried secrets far behind. For it is wise to let some mysteries remain forever undisturbed. Please like, share, and subscribe for more creepy tales from the Netherworld. Thanks for your support. Until next time, sweet dreams.